today's video we are actually going to be testing the new Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. I actually bought two of these and I bought it in shade F1 and F6. I thought that I would kind of get one that is a lot lighter for my skin and one that is a lot darker because it would help when I'm fake tanned and stuff. These do retail for £9 each. Do actually feel quite luxurious. The packaging is like a glass bottle with this little rose gold lid. Instead of your usual 30ml product, you're actually only getting 23ml product. So this is actually less product than what you would normally get in your average size foundation. This foundation is cruelty free and vegan free. So yeah, this shade is F1 and this shade is F6. My F6 bottle, when I opened it, it did feel like there was less product in it. But with this I have actually contacted the owner and we are sorting it. He is actually sending out a replacement. As well as the two foundations, I did also pick up a super size Conceal and Define. This retails for £7 on the Revolution Beauty website. And again, this is just a bigger version of the smaller concealers. Now, these concealers I have went through like anything. I actually own 5 of these now and I go through them like anything. Honestly, they just run out so quickly. So I did actually pick up a super size one and I can not open this for the life of me. So yeah, because of this not opening and the foundation not feeling as full as it should feel, I did actually have to contact customer services. So for today's video I'm actually just going to be using the regular size one with the foundation because I can't get this one open. I think I'm just going to mix and match these two shades. I'm just going to read a little bit about what it says on the Revolution Beauty website. It says, new to the Conceal and Define family, meet our Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation, offering a lightweight yet buildable coverage in 24 skin true shades. It's a versatile foundation and it's designed to suit every skin type and tone. And with this it is 24 shades and it goes from really light to really dark. I think the shade selection is absolutely incredible. I think it's a great shade selection. It also says that it's an oil free but creamy and comfortable formula, but it dries down to a long lasting demi matte finish and it won't settle in fine lines or cling to dry patches. Now, if you guys have watched me before, you will see that I actually have sort of normal to combination skin. I have a slightly more oily T-zone, but round like the sides and stuff and my chin and my head it can sometimes get very dry, especially in winter. But just now I'm having actually quite a good skin day, even though I've had a lot of face paint on my face this week. But yeah, I'm actually having quite a good skin day. I am a little bit oily in the centre, but I've got sort of normal to dry skin round about. It does say that it's housed in a luxe glass bottle with a jumbo doe foot applicator for greater control and less waste. This foundation offers a highly pigmented coverage that can be layered or diffused to suit your look. So yeah, this does have a doe foot applicator. If you guys don't know what that is, just in case there is anyone out there who is totally new to makeup, that is a doe foot applicator. So it just looks like this. This is not my favourite type of applicator when it comes to foundation. I would rather like a little pump applicator, but we will test it out and we will try it. Then it just tells you how to apply it. Basically just swipe it on, blend it out, you can ramp up the coverage and it does actually diffuse blemishes and uneven skin tone. I do actually have some redness under here. I've got quite a lot of veinage. I've got some like scars from like spots and stuff. Yeah, I don't have the perfect kind of skin, but I'm hoping that this is going to hide all that. I am also going to do a little bit of a wear test, or I'll come back later and I will see what it's like. So yeah, there is basically a little shade description as well on the website, which just means that you can click on the shade that you want. It will tell you whether it's a pink undertone, a neutral undertone, or a yellow sort of undertone. I'm just going to go in with shade F1. This is a very light shade. Right away, I am not a fan of this doe foot applicator. It feels quite plasticky. Oh crap, I'm actually getting foundation everywhere. Yeah, and I feel like it's holding a lot of product within this little sponge area. I'm just going to go in with shade F6 around the sides. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to blend all this in. Right, so straight away I can see that this foundation definitely dries down really quickly. So it is best to work very quickly with it. Holy crap. Okay, so when Revolution Beauty say this is full coverage, this is bloody full coverage. Oh, that zombie. First impression, I am really liking this. It doesn't actually feel too heavy. Just because this is the Conceal and Define foundation, I am going to use the matching concealer. I'm just going to use this concealer in shade C1. This is just the original size that they very first come out with. Right, so that is all that blended in, and oh my god, I absolutely love this. And do you know what? I don't actually feel like I've got a cake face full of makeup. I look like I've got a full face of makeup on. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to try and set this. I'm just going to use some of the Revolution Bake and Finish. I think this is like the ghost powder. And I'm just going to bake my under eyes. I've been really loving this method just now because it's been making my under eyes very flawless and very brightened. It's definitely really good for brightening. Now I'm just going to go in with the Rimmel Clear Complexion Powder. I have been trying to use this up. Honestly, you do not need powder. I just use powder all the time just to set my face. And this foundation actually feels like you probably wouldn't need powder. But I always powder my face anyway. Oh my god, I'm actually gobsmacked with how full coverage this is. So that is my face powdered. Now I'm just going to go ahead and do some bronzer. So far everything is applying to my face really nicely. I don't see the foundation breaking up. I don't see it patching anywhere. I'm actually really impressed actually. I was a little bit sceptical. And all these powders seem to be going on really nicely. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to kind of do a basic sort of makeup style, then I'll come back to you guys once my makeup's actually done. But so far I am actually really gobsmacked with this. This foundation looks incredible. I feel like my skin looks absolutely flawless right now. And I don't feel like I've got a cake face of makeup on. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to do the rest of my makeup and I'll come back to you guys once everything is on. So this is my final makeup. Just excuse my hair, I haven't done anything with it yet. I don't know why, I've just went for like a really dark lip and a sort of orange smoky eye today. I'm not really going to be doing very much, I'm just going to do some bits and bobs around the house. But this is what the foundation is looking like so far. So far I'm actually really impressed by it. Sorry if I keep on looking down, it's just because I'm looking in the mirror. It has held up really well. It has been about an hour or two, not too long, and I can definitely say that all the powders and like bronzer and blush and stuff all went on this really nicely. On my lips is this matte lipstick from Primark and it's in the shade In the Buff. And the shades on my face I have used F6 and F1 in the Conceal and Define foundation. I will definitely come back to you guys in a couple hours time and do like a little update. The foundation as a whole is actually really nice. I'm just not a fan of the doe foot applicator. The doe foot bit isn't exactly the most spongy, smoothest application. It does feel a bit like you're kind of digging like a bit of plastic onto your face, but overall this foundation is actually really nice and it's held up really well. It does dry down to more of a sort of matte finish, I would say. It does say on the website that it actually dries down to a demi matte, but I would definitely say this is a matte. and for £9 I think it's an absolute bargain. So if you have not tried this foundation, I do actually recommend it. But if you guys do have dry skin at all, this foundation probably isn't going to be for you, just because this does have a more drier finish. With me, I am sort of oily sort of combination. I'm finding that this foundation is absolutely fine. It is definitely full coverage. It's a good coverage foundation. I am super impressed with it. I will come back to you guys in a couple of hours once I've sort of wore it at about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock tonight, and you will see what this makeup looks like. I do not plan to touch it up. I'll probably just throw my hair up and get on with some housework and stuff. But yeah, this is what the foundation is looking like so far. Just want to say thank you to Adam and the Revolution team, because your customer service is absolutely fantastic. But yeah, I will come back in a couple of hours time and I will show you what my makeup looks like then. Guys, so it is now 9:03 at night, and this is what my makeup is looking like. So you can definitely see that I have oiled up a little bit at my T-zone. That's where I normally oil up. My lips are completely off. I've been eating, I've been out and about. My head is a little bit oily, but it's actually not too bad. So this is what the foundation is looking like. Honestly, this is incredible. Like, normally my face is so much more oily than this, but I feel like my face just looks dewy and glowy, but it still looks really healthy. So this is 9 hours wear with this foundation, and I am absolutely gobsmacked. For 9 hours, I can pretty confidently say I don't think I've got a foundation that has looked as good after 9 hours. My T-zone goes very oily, to the point where it starts like smudging and caking off and going all weird in areas. My under eyes have definitely creased a little bit. Around in my mouth is wiping away, but I have been eating and drinking, so that's normal. Even my head looks pretty okay, and normally that like breaks up right in the middle. My nose foundation is normally basically completely off by 9 hours, and it's normally off at my chin, but it actually isn't. Like, this just looks really glowy and dewy to me. Yes, it has oiled up. It does look like it's been wore, but for 9 hours, that's pretty goddamn good. So right now, I'm just going to go in, and there's no product on this. I'm just going to kind of pat it down a little bit. Right, so that is me kind of like patted down the oils a little bit, and I can safely say now that I have sort of patted it down, it has moved the foundation a little bit, but I could probably get a good few hours wear out of this. Like, this could like go on for like 12 hours, I think. It would still look pretty decent. But I think it's pretty safe to say I have definitely found my favourite all-time drugstore foundation. This is incredible, not gonna lie, it's absolutely fantastic. For it to still look like this after like 9 hours, I am absolutely gobsmacked. If they did actually bring out one that had a little pump applicator, it would be an absolute game changer. This is definitely thumbs up from me. I absolutely love this foundation. If you guys have not tried it, you have to check it out. It is available on Superdrug website, and it is also available on Revolution Beauty. If you guys want to check it out, I will leave the link in the description. Make sure you guys do show some love and subscribe, comment, all that usual jazz, and I shall see you guys in my next video. Bye.